playthrough is sponsored by Game Toppers. Game Toppers are great if you want to deluxify the most important things in your life, like board games. We were all thinking of board games. Hello, fellow gamers. I'm GloryHoundd, and this is
DrGloryHogg.
And today we're going to be playing, finally, Dwellings of Eldervale. I'm so excited. I know you have some stuff to say.
Face.
I know you have some stuff to say, Doctor.
No, I'm excited to be playing this live. I've been enjoying it a lot.
It has some really, really fun mechanics going on in this. And hello to everybody in chat today. It looks like we have Fatal and Jim in chat. We have Battlecry and Nathan. How are all of you today? It's so nice to have all of you here. Kickstarters and paying for aftermarket Kickstarters are ridiculous. I totally agree.
Like, yeah, I've never done it. I don't think I've ever bought one off of somebody, except for like...
Hurts so bad.
No, I never have. I've gotten stuff used, like, you know, like if I saw Tainted Grail used somewhere, I'd probably buy it. But I've never bought it from somebody, because it gets so expensive.
Yeah, and Fatal's like, oh, people paying their rent off of selling their Kickstarters. That's so true.
Hello, Studio Laniston.
Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, that's some of the reason why we get in on these Kickstarters is just because we know that aftermarket on some of these, it's going to be ridiculous. And that's why if you are not watching our Kickstarter show, make sure to tune in for that on Fridays. We'll be starting those up probably this coming week.
And if you remember, when we were looking at this game, I said, let's just back it at the retail level, like the lowest level you could. Because at the time I was like, how often do we play these games?
It's Doctor's fault.
Are we going to need the extra monsters? Do we need the minis and stuff? And I can tell you hands down, regrets.
Regrets? So many regrets?
I wish I had the minis. But we will still play with these lovely standees. And we do still have the Minotaur, and we've got the Shapeshifter Mercenaries that we're going to be playing with. This will be our third time playing it. And I say that because we basically learned it. We played it again, and then we're ready to bring it to you. Just as a reminder, this is not a how-to play. There's videos of that. I think John Gets Games did one. There's a couple of them out there. But by the end of this, you should definitely know if this is a game that you should keep on your radar so that the next time it hits Kickstarter or you see it at a sale or something, you can pick it up. And I know that there's going to be some, I believe Breaking Games will be selling it directly from their website after all fulfillment is done.
Hello, Peter. How are you doing today? Thanks so much for joining us in chat today. So here are the miniatures that we do have for the mercenaries here. And I really like
the monster miniatures, though, to be fair, are like 3 times that size. They're huge. Like, they're really
giant
big.
Miniatures?
They're like, yeah.
Can they really be called miniatures if they're giant?
Yes. You still can't, because there's literally giant miniatures like, you know, rock giant.
Hello, Jay Peters. How are you doing? Let's see. Our Upstart Board Gamer said he was getting some copies at the end of the week, and he is just about the best prices on Kickstarter games. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. So I think the only time that I've played a Kickstarter game where it was like ridiculous was Tainted Grail, and that's because somebody else bought it, and then I went over to their house and I played it. So that's the only time we've ever done that. Because once it gets to those $400 to $500 price ranges, I'm like, oh, ouch. It hurts. It hurts so much. All right, so Doctor.
That's awesome.
Who are you going to be playing today?
So I am playing the Elves of Briardale.
And I am playing the Storm Horde.
And once again, if you like anything on their table, the game trays, or the Adler, definitely the Adler tabletop, then definitely check out the links in the description below. And we also just got this new playmat in, which we got this from Game Toppers also. So I'm excited about this because it's not just the standard red.
Get all those people out of there.
Oh my gosh.
Get all those people out of, yeah, we set it up to have the playmat on here.
I will say this game, I learned it, and I had never had to look at the appendix, but I was flipping through it yesterday, and I saw that there was like a little bit of like flavor text. I thought I would take a look at that and go over that so you can kind of know a little bit about our clans and what we picked. And essentially, obviously, we're playing the 2-player. We're adding in the mercenaries, and the elements that we have, she's playing as wind, I'm playing as earth, and we also have fire and water out.
We have one piece that is off the table, which is kind of like the little score tracker thing, and we'll show you that whenever it comes up. Just because our table, although it will accommodate all that, our camera will not, so.
Yeah, this game is not a table hog, but with the area that we work in, it does get a little bit tight.
I actually like the fact that it's so modular because no matter what shape or size table you have, you know it's going to fit because you just arrange stuff around because of the modularness of it, you know? You have the Adler Game Toppers table. There's an Adler-sized dwelling mat.
Oh, man.
I did not know that.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
We do have the Adler-sized game topper. We do.
All right, are you ready for this?
Okay.
So the Storm Horde. In Eldervale, once you hear thunder, it's already too late. The Storm Horde is already upon you. Run if you think it'll help. And the Elves of Briardale. The Elves of Briardale might not look like the most fearsome foes, but their skill in magic and tactics makes them more than a formidable enemy. So some of the cool things is everybody has the ability to have a dragon, which can be placed within 2 squares of one of their other characters. Everybody's got a wizard that can teleport, and everyone's got a warrior that has aggression. And we can go over that as it kind of comes up. But they each have their own special abilities. So what special abilities do you have? You've got Plunder.
I love Plunder so much. I played with this last night. And Plunder is whenever I place my dragon in an elemental realm, I get to collect 1 additional treasure token. So that's any of the realms that have little elements on them like this. And it is the best. I love taking treasure tokens so much. Like,
You've got,
so exciting.
what, Valkyrie on your warrior?
And yes, okay, so Valkyrie is your warrior may join a battle from any realm or the underworld. If returning from the underworld, I can pay 3 swords. So that kind of makes it so they can move around, and they do get 2 dice. So that is very helpful whenever I'm fighting stuff.
And it's actually kind of funny because my characters that have the upgraded powers are the wizard and the worker. So my wizard has Wandering Sage. So he basically is just the mill around the board like Gandalf. He just kind of like goes around smoking his pipe, getting hobbits in on adventures that they don't want to get into. And then my workers actually have longbows, so they get to stand back and actually fire at adjacent squares. So they don't have to move in, which can be really useful if you don't want a bunch of characters to die.
And this is the really cool thing is you actually play with these things. Like, these stay in front of you.
Yeah.
They're very informational. This is going to tell you what you have to spend to get these extra people over here. Like, all of your stuff fits in here, and it says max 5 on each of these little things. So, like, you know what everything is right here. Like, it's very, very cool.
Obviously, everybody knows my affiliation with GameTrayz by now, probably. But the way that they integrate these, so GameTrayz and Breaking Games, the way they put this together, and they made these trays so integral to the game where everything is just like right here, and you play everything, and it tells you the things you need to know on the actual tray itself, like how much it costs to recruit some of these builders. It's like next level. I have much higher expectations in the future from games.
I just need to show everybody all the coolness. Like, the trays are so cool, okay?
Very, very cool. And we will be moving stuff probably in and out of the shot as we go along. Hey, what's going on, Marie? As it goes along, so we can kind of show you an idea. So to give you an idea of the board that you're playing on too, that's in there this is your elemental board right here.
This is going to be your score tracker, and it's going to keep track of where we are with the elements, and whenever we move these and score points, we'll go ahead and bring this in frame, okay?
Because there's glory on here. There's things you can do with orbs if you're the first one to unlock the full elemental tree. So there's a lot of good stuff.
All right.
She's first player, so she gets to go. If you have questions, feel free to ask us. There is a lot of good stuff in this.
I love this because it's basically like worker placement in this, like, pretty much. That's the roots of this, is worker placement.
So this first round is peaceful, so there's no fights this first round.
It's a very peaceful round. It's a very peaceful round.
You already told me what your first action is. Did you forget
I'm not gonna do that first action, because that was my trick. I was gonna trick you on what my first action was.
The board is very pretty, and it doesn't really take up that much room.
I'll take these scrolls.
It's more of a tiny lens situation. Sorry, lens. No offense.
It is very pretty.
All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and I'm going to collect this one here with the hammer and the gem.
You would.
I would, yes.
I'm going to go here. I'm going to collect this one.
So there's no fights because it is the first round. Are you going to lay yours down, and I'll keep mine up?
Whatever you want to do.
All right, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to be a jerk, and boom, start flipping over tiles already. So first thing I'm going to do is generate a new tile. No monsters, but this is going to be water. This is a double water tile. Gosh, where do I want this? Not by her.
These are the 4 treasures that you can get right here. So, like, once these fill up, you gotta cash them out and stuff.
And look how easy it is just to populate this. You just literally take the little stack out.
Oh, which I love. I love this so much. They made it so super easy to put the components from here to there, and they're all organized. It's so easy.
All right, so I can only buy 1 door. So I'm going to trade in this token here, and I'm going to trade in the one that I start off with, the hammer I start off with, and I'm going to buy the green door, please, the oaken door. And what this lets me do is have a tableau, so when I recall my workers, instead of just wasting a whole turn to recall them, I get to bring them back to my tableau and get bonus resources. It is your turn.
No, you still have another one. You got to put one underneath.
So flip the next one over. Did you like, I made it so that they were all face up so that you wouldn't have to do anything.
Okay,
And then
sorry.
You made it all extra complicated?
I thought we were doing it that way, the way we have been doing it.
I know. Go ahead, and I want you to, so you're on the air side. I want you to wipe the air one, the air door. Get rid of that air door.
Why are you like this already? You're just going to start some stuff coming out of the gate?
Once again, this is the base level, because Jim was asking.
Why are you like this?
There are legendary versions with like monsters and wooden tokens that you can have instead of cardboard. These are the cardboard tokens. Because at the time, I didn't work for X-Trayz, and I didn't know that this was going to be the hottest game of the year. So I was like, let's just get the base level and save some money. And then I had regrets.
Yeah, if I would have known, I would have gotten the full package. All right, it's my turn, right? Right.
Yeah, I'm going for it, Peter. I don't mess around. This is how I play life.
Oh,
I'm all in.
Okay.
It might be dumb, but I'm all in.
What am I doing? I need to do a thing with stuff in it, and I think I will
So here's my thought, Peter. Like, first thing I do is buy a door, right? And then I'm going to immediately try to put something good into it so that when I recall my workers, I start just getting more resources faster. That's the idea. It should pay off in the long run.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
I go, huh? But you can't trigger endgame by getting all these tiles out. So I got a place next to one of my other workers. I'm going to go here since it's not going to trigger a battle since it's the first round. I'm going to get this double.
That's probably good.
These double swords. I'm going to put the double swords right here on my oaken door. So now when I recall my workers, if I place one on the oaken door, I'll get a gem. And as long as I stay at the top of the elemental track if I stay above her in earth, I will go ahead and get the double swords also.
This recalling business is like one of my favorite parts of this. So let's see here. The elves command the earth, and boom, the mighty thunder shuts down the air doorway. Wow.
Yeah. You
always be here for commentary. Thematic with like that.
Yeah. Always be here for our commentary.
I love it. All right, so I'm going to pull back. I'm
just picturing these elves sitting back with their bows, just like launching arrows for like no reason at people.
And I feel like the first thing I have to do, so when I recall, I get actions that I can do. And I'm going to recall and I'm going to summon first off because I need my dragon in my life.
So everyone's allowed to summon, which is to hire new workers, you know, of various types, dragons, wizards, warriors, whatever. You can gather, which she gets a scroll, I get a hammer, or you can build a dwelling if you have the resources for it.
So 2 gems and a scroll. My dragon's coming out because I need some plunder, okay?
Yeah, so she went straight for like the big
plunder.
Boy. That dragon has 3 dice whenever it fights.
And I'm going to pull back here, but I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start this dwelling. I'm going to do a dwelling right away, too, I think.
Are you really? Which one are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to do this one right here.
Yikes.
Because this gives me all the wins, right?
Yeah, it's going to give you 2 in air.
Maybe I should wait, though, because it's only going to give me the 2 here for this.
Yeah, but it still moves you 2 up the elemental track, which is not a bad thing. That puts you 2 away from getting your orb.
So many choices. The
Remember,
choices
the first
in
one
this
who
are
goes
so hard.
up the elemental track and gets that orb, can then use that orb for various things like tokens of any type, victory points. You can use it to permanently hire a mercenary.
We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it because I have the 3 scrolls. I'm just gonna do the 3 scrolls. It's gonna happen, okay?
Studio Lanison says my kid loved the sound bases and I love the off switch. That's fair.
I love this part right here. So in order to make this happen, we put his little head in there, and now he's a building.
Yeah, the idea of turning your worker actually into the dwelling is pretty sweet. Oops. What did you do?
Oh gosh. It's fine.
What did you do?
All right, so those were my people. They go back on here, and it is your turn.
All right, so you're going to get 2 points because you're next to one of the ruins, and you also went 2 up the elemental
You want to go ahead and put it on the table so people can see what you're doing?
In like half a second. Jeez, calm down. It's heavy.
Let's see here. The Stormhorde dragon appears, the clouds breaking.
So you can see she's already climbing up that track, and I'm climbing up.
I was started here. I went up 2 on there, and I got my points there.
I'm more worried about throwing you off the victory counters, your victory track.
All you need is 1 slip up. That's what's going to happen at the end of the game when we're scoring points and whenever I lose. I'm just going to give you a little oops shoulder bump as you're moving it around. Be like, oh no.
I don't think I'm going to keep showing that off.
Won.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do when I recall is I'm going to recall here to my oaken door. So that's going to give me 1 gem, which you can have a max of 5.
Nice.
And then I get actually 2 swords because I am the highest in earth.
That's a good call.
Which is why I went for it.
Yeah, that's good.
So that gives me a lot of resources. So now I can decide what I want to do with my other workers when I bring them back. So bringing back my workers is not like a wasted move. It's like a really good move. Because now I have like swords and I have some potions. I could actually get a dragon too. And I wasn't even attempting to do that. I'm going to summon a dragon because you bring out a dragon, I'm bringing out a dragon.
No, don't bring out the dragons. This is the spells that I started with.
I'm bringing out a dragon.
You can't copy me like that, Doctor,
And
okay?
with my last one, I could either gather, dwell. I'm going to gather and just get an extra
Peter,
hammer.
are you just pro elf? I mean, what about the storm? I need more storm horde over here.
And then once you're done with your recall, you stack them all up here in your ready area and you're good to go again.
Suddenly got the Captain Planet theme song in my head for Doc's Earth
wind,
superiority.
water, hearts. It was always the best. Hearts. Your powers combined.
Oh, that's the best. That's
we
the
are
best.
dwellings.
I was actually talking about that with the bases because the Doctor put all the stickers on here and stuff. And he's
That
like,
was
I followed it.
That's how they are
And
in
I
the
was like,
manual.
why would you not be earth, fire, air, water? And then, you know, you do everything else after that. But so is earth, fire, air, water. Every single time.
So
much plundering, Peter.
welcome, Kabuki. I'm glad to see you, of course. There's also 4 other elements that we're not even playing with. We're playing 2 players, so we only actually touch 4 of them. If you're playing with more players, you're going to have more elements, and you literally won't be able to go up all the tracks. You'll have to make
absolutely.
choices of like which elements to pursue.
Oh, absolutely.
You definitely won't max out all the tracks. I think that'd be really hard to do, but with a 2-player game, you could max out 2 of the tracks probably pretty
All right.
easily.
I'm going to be plundering. So I think the best place to plunder, it's either going to be like here or here.
See, he says the Storm Horde is his Zoom background.
Is it? Right? The Storm Horde, their art for this is so stinking cool looking. Like, all the art is cool. But all the colors and everything that's going on, like their little armored dragon and stuff like that, looks so freaking cool. So we're going to plunder right here. So I get 2 of these tokens. So I'm going to take this magic one here. And then I'm going to take this one because it gives me more possibilities for stuff. More stuff possibilities.
My go.
It is your go.
I am going to go.
Done.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to go here because I want to pick up this.
Okay, so GloryHoundd, you can use the ghost deck to help you make decisions. What? The ghost deck?
The ghost is the solo.
Oh, okay. No, we haven't done the solo portion yet before.
Did
you go?
Yeah, I picked up one of the wild tokens.
Why
So
did you go over
hopefully
there?
if I can
Dang
put that
it.
somewhere good,
Damn
then
it.
I can just start collecting wild gold coins instead, which is like any resource.
All right, we're going to go here. I'm going to take this.
Wow.
For
Like that.
reasons. For reasons. Hello, Joe Robert. How are you doing?
I wonder.
I love the fact that in this game, there's... Yeah, Marie says, yes, plunder, plunder.
You know,
And you wonder where I get it from, Marie.
You wonder why battles happen. You literally put me in a position where I have no choice but to battle you.
That is not true. You could just go here and...
I don't have enough to build a
Well,
dwelling.
that's on you, Doctor. That's on you. Okay?
Yeah. You did not start this off very friendly.
What do you mean I didn't start off very friendly? So I like in this that one action can have so many consequences. Like, there's so much going on with like such a simplicity of actions, and I feel like those are some of the best games where you can very easily teach somebody how to play this game, but there's just so many cool possibilities of stuff happening.
All right, you ready to fight? So
Why are you like this?
I literally told you, you made me. There's no choice.
There's no excuse for
So
that.
my dragon brings 3, and then since my workers have longbow, he's able to attack from here, just like the dwellings do. So I'm going to have 4 die.
What?
So I'm at 4 die right now.
No. That's unacceptable, Doctor.
Cool.
All right, let me see what I got going on here. Let me just ensure that I don't have anything on here that I can do. All right, so I can move in my dragon here since you're attacking to help, right?
Yeah, you can move him in.
All right, so we're moving him in.
So first you're going to have 1 2 die because you've got that person there and that person there. And then
I moved in my
you can
dragon
go
for
ahead
an extra
and
3.
spend swords. So I would have the option to spend swords for additional die. I am going to spend 2 swords and just go straight at 6 die right away.
Why?
Now you can decide if you want to spend any swords, and you brought your dragon in.
Why are you like this? Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. I mean, I would like to use my swords, but like everything is such limited. Everything's so limited right now. You roll better than me anyway, Doctor. I'm gonna be so upset if you just go ahead. You go ahead and ruin my day.
She might roll a 6.
I hope you roll crappy.
I rolled a 6 and then a 5.
Dang it.
She rolled a 6 and a 6, so she beats me.
That never happens.
So this dragon is going to go to the underworld, which is over here.
To the underworld.
Luckily, when I draw him back, I can't use him for my tableau when I recall, but I do get a sword for it.
Gosh, that never happens.
It is your go.
I don't even know what to do. That was crazy.
I'm still in this really bad situation where I'm going to have to immediately go in there and fight you again.
Oh, what?
I have nowhere else I can go. I can't build a dwelling. And you sat right on the tile in front of me. It's like you picked it on purpose.
Well, I needed that tile. I needed that.
You like blocked me and then you're like, what? You're blocked in?
What if I fought you someplace else? Like, then what if I came here and I fought you here? Then would that make you feel better?
I don't know. Sure.
Because then you could go anywhere.
You do what you need to do.
2 6s. Oh, no.
I know. So I'm sorry.
Oh,
the way the dice
gosh.
works is it's the highest die. And so we both tied on a 6. We went to the second. So my second was a 5. Her second was a 6. So she won.
Let's see here.
We've had some that have gone to like the 4th or 5th die and it gets intense.
I mean, as far as like places to go. Oh, should I do that? Should I do that thing like that? Like so? Then I can do that and that and that and that.
Which you did win a battle. So I need to move you up. So you're gonna get 2. So she's gonna get 2 victory points because she went up the glory track for winning a battle. She's already at 5 points.
I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the mill. And I'm going to...
You're going to build a dwelling already?
I'm going to build a dwelling because I just want to make... If you're going to be running around, like, hitting people, I want to make sure that I secure...
Are you serious right now?
I secure my area. I don't know. You have really good dice rolls, okay? So I'm going to pay my 2. I'm going to pay my 2.
Okay, so I get the sword immediately whenever the dragon's killed. Gotcha. I like how she says, if you're going to run around hitting me, when she blocked me into the one space I'm at.
I didn't block
you did. And you said, and she goes, if you're going to run around hitting me, when
if
she
you're just going to run around maiming and killing everybody.
You got me pinned in the corner of the room, and you're going to be like, if you're going to run around hitting me.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself, Doctor.
God, you are so ridiculous. Woo. You are done. You're so toast.
Oh, my goodness.
You deserve no quarter. You are killing me, Smalls. If you're just gonna die.
All right, that was my turn. I was making a dwelling. Oh, I need to score. Did I go up for my dwelling
no.
stuff? So there,
2,
and then
4.
2, 4. Yeah, so 2, 4, because there's a dwelling here, and then one of these, and then one up on the water track.
So you're on the water board now.
Good call with the dwelling in water, actually. The air is already full of potions. Makes total sense. This will be a storm horde side of the board. That's what I'm hoping for, Peter. That's what I'm really hoping for.
You really made this interesting. I have 2 workers.
No. Who really made this interesting is this guy right here. That guy right there made things really interesting because he limited the amount of spaces that we're going to on the board because nobody wants to fight that guy. He's brutal up there. I like the fact, too, that when you go to the underworld, you at least get the swords, so nobody puts baby in the corner. Well, maybe the doctor.
All right, so I got to do something, right? I don't want to just keep fighting her and losing. That's not going to work out for me. So I'm going to actually play Ritual at the beginning of my turn.
Okay.
So it's going to cost me 1 sword because I don't have this elemental power because we're not playing with that elemental power.
Okay.
Play on your turn. Move 1 of your units from Eldervale into the underworld. Instead of gaining a sword, draw 3 magic cards. So can you give me 3 magic cards?
Oh, that's really good. These magic cards are good.
So there's a way for me to get out of this. It's
There
still
you go.
not great places for me to place right now, but now I've got magic cards. And you can have up to 7 of these
Look,
bad
if you're
boys.
going to shoot arrows back at us while we siege, you're going to have to stick around for a while.
Yeah. I just got a bunch of endgame goals.
Oh my goodness. Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
All right, is it my turn?
No, I haven't taken my turn yet. I just did the one action.
Oh gosh.
I can cast a spell.
Oh,
Get off me. Get off me. I need something that is not out there. So what I'm
My
going
recommendation is going in this region right here, right there.
Is that what
this
you would do?
region right there.
Seriously though, is that what you would do? That's what you recommend?
I don't know, maybe. Nice move here. Get some cards and open up the flexibility on your placement. Absolutely. That will be huge for Doctor.
Gosh. Like, I know what I want to do. Immediately come right here and fight you. I'm just kidding. All right, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go here, collect this, and I'm going to play Fairy Charm. So Fairy Charm says, when a battle would be triggered, instead no battle is triggered. So he does not
Fairy
fight
Charm.
me. Does not fight me. I've already blown through 2 spells, though. There's your
Except that whenever you go in any of these places, then you're going to get attacked.
Trust me, I am aware of my situation. Thank you.
All right, I'm bringing my people back. Got to bring my people home. So what do I want to do? I could do a couple things. I think what I'm going to do. Okay, so. Oh, all right, we're going to go here. We're going to summon. I think we're going to summon the wizard.
Summon the wizard.
Because I have those there.
Are you bringing your people back? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
I haven't even finished my second round yet. I should bring your people back.
So the 2 bottles and then a scroll.
Oh, hold on. I can't place there because it's occupied.
Oh, gosh.
It's occupied. That is correct. I will go here and do the same thing. I'll make it so he'll move in, but I won't trigger it. And so instead, I will trade these 2 resources. So I'm going to trade my potion and my hammer and get 2 gold. So 2 wild resources instead. Thanks, Peter.
And then I'm going to gather.
I feel like I'm under the spotlight because you really kind of like did a number to me right there.
All right. And then it is your turn, Doctor.
All right.
It's kind of interesting, like the push and pull of pieces, too, because you want to have people, and you want to have people out so you can get dwellings, but when you get dwellings, it also limits the amount of people that you have out, and then you also want to get, like, the stronger people, but then you can also not make dwellings out of the stronger people. Right. So it becomes, like, a really interesting push and pull with everything.
So basically, I just did what I was going to do, but backwards. So this was an empty spot. I went here. I got that gold coin like I wanted to. He moves into here. So now I'm going to have to fight. So I've got 1 right now. I've got 1 that can join in because he's next to it. I'm going to spend 1 sword to get 1 more die. And I'm going to play Fireball. Holy, wait, I have 2 Fireballs? I got 2 Fireballs.
And then Fatal says, I don't know why, but I get some Champions of Hara vibes from this. Maybe like the art and like, I can understand where you're coming from with that.
All right, so I'm going to play 2 Fireballs, which
Holy
is crazy.
cow.
So that's going to give me 2 extra dice. So I'm actually going to roll 6 against the monster's 5.
Ooh.
This will give me a really early like boost if I'm able to defeat this monster.
Yeah.
So right now I'm rolling her dice for the monster. And of course, what'd she get? A 5 and a 6. Oh gosh, a 6, 5, 5, 4. Thanks. I'm gonna roll my dice now and cry a little bit inside.
I should say that 2 players owes 3 rows, 3, 4, 3 hexes, 2 start, and you do them and like mix them up and you put them out. So they're gonna be like different sort of ways that they are put together, which does make a really big difference whenever you're starting, because the tiles are super important where they're placed and where you're going to get victory points off of. Like, it's super, super important. It's really interesting seeing that setup come to life every single time.
So she complains
Hello,
that
Christian.
she always loses against dice roll games, and I just lost
Did
bad.
you really?
I've lost twice now.
Oh, no, Doctor.
But you know what? Last night I lost, I won 4 battles and I lost 5, and I still won by like a decent amount, so.
All right, we're going to go
It was pretty good.
here.
I like this Earth, though. I like playing as the elves.
All right, it's your turn.
Well, all my people are dead except for this one person, so I'm going to definitely pull them back. there's not really a lot of options of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to bring him back here, though. It's going to give me 2 swords and a gem. So that's not the worst thing in the world. I can't believe I used 2 fireballs, though, and still die. I mean, it is 6 against 5 die. It's very possible, but I am sad about it.
Oh, poor doctor.
And then my other people come back. I'm not upset about it, but I would have liked to have won. That would have been cool on camera.
You could still win.
It's your go. Well, I wanted to defeat the monster.
Jim is asking, did you get your sword, doctor?
I did, yeah. I'm sitting on 4 swords. If you die enough, you'll have a lot of vengeance
4
swords.
swords and 7 years ago. Let's see here. What am I gonna do? I have a lot of options here. I have a lot of options.
Oh, that must be hard for you, having so many options.
You okay there, doctor? You okay there, doctor? I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our wizard. Oh, wizard. Now the wizard. This is what I like about having these components here, because the dragon.
Normally, you have to place a builder next to another builder.
Right, exactly. So placing my first one here means that, these hexes are available to me. With the dragon, you can place like up 1 away where you're going. So I get place here. Or with the wizard, you can place them anywhere on the board. So that makes it so you can kind of vary where you're coming from in different places. You don't get exactly what you want.
I have 4 swords now, because you can only have 5 of any one resource. And I am close to maxing out on those.
There's like so many things I want to do. It's a problem. I was
really hoping to save my fireballs for like a cool moment and not use them and die. That was the overall plan.
All right, I gotta go. Jeez. I want to do too many things. All right, I'm gonna take my wizard and I'm gonna go here. And I'm going to summon one of these little guys right here. I'm going to pay... Should I pay this hammer or this sword? I feel like I'll pay this sword for him. And that is my turn.
I'm going to go here.
Dr. Wood.
Oh my gosh. No. Fiery demon. All right, so the Demon of Might, he's got Immolate. So you can't use Fireball on him. That's fire resistance. And when the Demon of Might moves into or is placed into a realm with a dwelling, the dwelling's owner must discard 1 resource or lose 1 victory point.
Wow,
so,
that's brutal.
Where do I want to put this?
You could put him like way up here where he's in nobody's business way up there.
I feel like you've got
I don't think we're ready for that, though.
Here. I'm pretty ready for you to have it over by your stuff.
Why?
Because I don't really need it over by me so much. But over by you sounds good. Yeah, I'm going to need you to scoot your tray over.
Doctor's playing dirty, everyone. Are you seeing this?
Just go ahead and put that right there.
I'd rather you not. It doesn't fit. It doesn't actually fit there. So I'm afraid you're not going to be able to place that there, Doctor. The Balrog is here.
He's cute.
Oh my God. No, he's not cute. Not cute. No, this was not a cute move. I do not like it.
So cute.
I am not a fan.
So cute.
I 100% hate this.
Here, we got to do the noises, right? And he's got a police siren sound.
No, that's...
All right, so now I need to buy doors.
He does not have a police siren
so
sound.
Can you give me the fire door, please?
No, I'd rather not.
Okay, you could just not play the game, I guess. Fire door. Chop, chop.
Take your stupid door.
Give me my fire door. And then the other one...
Definitely buy her dwellings. I'm back. What did I miss? So many things. So many things, studio. Like...
And then I can buy a second door if I want.
Cool.
So it says discard 1 treasure token from your realm. Gain the resources indicated on the okay, that's actually not bad. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do, though, is I'm going to spend these 2 wild resources plus this wild resource to buy that green door right there. And what that green door is going to do, I'm getting rid of a bunch of wilds, but what it is actually augments one of my other things. So I'm going to augment my oaken door. So every time I go back to my oaken door, I'm going to get 2 swords, as long as I'm the highest, a gem, and a wild. And
I'm
so
sorry, I'm like cracking up over chat because...
hoping to build this up.
Jay Peter says, you should get your cats to stand in for the sound bases.
I thought I just did. Wasn't that a good cat sound?
And Peter says, we need to get these people sound bases stat.
That's the sounds they make.
Jim says, seriously, Peter, that was
What?
terrible. It was
That's
really
not the
bad.
sounds they make?
It was really bad, wasn't it?
I haven't heard them. I thought that was the sounds. Listen,
You're fired from doing monster noises right now, Doctor. Oh my gosh. Okay, so
I did things.
you did things. It's my turn. What does
Yes.
this fire demon do to my stuff? Because I'm not happy about your placement of it. I know
so
that.
if he goes onto any of your places that has a dwelling, you're gonna have to either lose a resource or 1 victory point.
Oh.
So basically, just don't ever go here again, ever.
I guess not. I mean, I don't need
Or
to go there
here.
anymore ever
Once
again.
you pull back,
so
just never go here or
never
there.
go right there.
Basically.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So I'm gonna place my person right here, like so, like so. And
That's how they developed the game. They thought up the idea of the sound bases. So somebody did a horrible job, and they're like, "We got to make some real noises for this. Some real noises."
All right, what can I do here? So I haven't taken my token just yet.
I
'cause
am
haven't
really
decided.
excited though about this oaken door. I feel like every time I go through this door, like magical things happen. It's like going to another mystical land. Oh, see, his friend Asher used to move the chaos beast and go blargity blarg blarg.
That's so messed up.
That's amazing. I think I like the blargity blarg blarg. Can I get a sound base that just goes blargity blarg blarg?
gosh.
Blargity
right.
blarg blarg.
I
The
think
chaos beast is sweet, by the way. The first,
I'll take
so
this one.
the first people that we picked
It's your turn.
was you picked the cult of the Night Queen.
Yeah.
And I picked the ogres, the Firewatch ogres. I think it's the other side of the red. And I was kind of like, what does that say about us as people? That I went right for the ogres.
And I went for the
So I went for the
darkness.
fiery ogres, and you went for like the dark cult of the Night Queen. I'm like, does that mean we're bad people?
I felt like we could relate, me and the Night Queen, okay?
I'm like, am I the bad guy in this?
Hello, Ian. How are you doing? Welcome to chat. So, Peter says, I would love to be involved. Luke and I are talking about expansions. Ooh. Oh, and Marie says, I like this game. Marie, this would be super, super easy for you to learn. It's very, very friendly for new gamers because the rules for it are very, very easy to follow. And everything's color-coded, like so nice and easy. I love it. Let's see here. I know Small World got to do World of Warcraft, but you guys could get a Murloc sound base, and I feel it would sell the game on its own.
I can do Murloc.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh.
So there could be an Asking for Troubles faction. So I'm thinking, I think I just want to go here. Kind of.
I'm there.
I know.
What the heck?
Maybe I'll go here.
That's
and get
probably
this.
better.
It's not, because I'm probably going to lose. I don't think that's
Probably
better.
fine.
So I've got 2 die. You want to get out 5 die for him? I've got 2 die, and I could spend all these swords and get up to 6 die again and just really swing for the fences again. I'm going to go all in with these and just hope that I do better than I did the time before.
Are you going to 2-die it?
No, I'm trying to go at him with 6 die. This is the second time I'm going to attack him with 6 die. So what do we get over here? If your dice keep rolling 6-5, I'm kicking them off the table.
Why weren't you rolling like that yesterday, Dice?
Come on. I need to get like a 6-6.
Oh,
I got a
Blizzard-
6-5. Hold on. I got a 6-5.
Okay.
So then the next one up is a 3.
Yes.
My next one up is a 5.
Oh.
I was gonna flick 'em, but
yeah, don't do that.
It's not respectful.
Don't do that.
Not respectful. So since I defeated this monster, I just win the game. That's it. Good night, everybody.
That's not how that works.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
not
I
how
can't-
that works.
I tried to turn off the camera, but that's just the small one.
Yeah, and then they just see your hand. That's not gonna work out for you the way
So
you
I
think.
have the choice to either go up the glory track, or I can go ahead and like take this elemental energy, like imbue this energy. So I'm going to do that because it's going to move me up the element track.
Why
And
don't
now I'm 1 space away from maxing out in green.
Why don't you go and show everybody the
I don't want to
track?
pick it up.
You should show everybody
No.
the track.
I just told you I don't want to pick it up.
You should do it.
I'm really worried about moving
Are you really
our
worried
points.
about moving our track? Jeez.
No, I'm worried. Okay, so you're at 7 points and I'm at 2 points. I don't
Should
want
give
to. I
you
don't
the
want to
oops?
lose that. Okay.
If I didn't know you were going to move the thing, I would have set up another camera for that.
So as you can see, I clearly am doing well in this region, and I'm on this region. She's actually on this side of the board. So she went air, water, and I'm going earth, fire. And I'm winning. No, I don't know. That's not true. But here's the weird thing, right? Like, I don't have any dwellings in the earth. So, like, I'll get points for this track, but I'm going to do much better if I get dwellings in earth also.
All right. I feel like at this point, my dragon needs to plunder. So let's do some plundering, everybody, okay? So I had some plans, but I decided to forego those plans. We're just going to do some plundering. So we're taking these. We're taking all this stuff. Because I'm a dragon, and I like stuff. Okay?
That's fair. Am I good?
I believe so. So, need a third camera at GloryHoundd. Yeah, I know. I was almost going to set it up, but then we were like, oh, no, we don't need it. We'll just show the board on this separate thing. And then now I'm kind of like, dang it, I should have just set up the third camera. Dang it.
The ancient Trent fell to the might of the elves. The mage tower lost a little bit of brightness that day.
Aww.
That's true, because when he's out, he makes the mage tower better. But he's out for now, unless something brings him back in. So.
All right.
Things happened. I went there and I got a massive
Things and
one hammer.
stuff happened. That is 100% true. Things and stuff did happen.
Yeah, I'm still scrambling a little bit, but at least I was able to defeat him. I don't know if even that was the right option, taking the elemental, because it might have made more sense for me to go up the glory track. Because I'm about to max it out and I haven't even built one dwelling there yet, you know? So all the other future dwellings I build in the green, like, aren't going to give me anything up the elemental track. It's already maxed out.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a waste in that aspect.
I feel you.
You
It's
did
your
that
turn.
before.
It's
no,
your,
it's not.
It's my turn?
I literally said
okay.
I placed
You already
and I got a
placed him
hammer.
there? Okay, I got a recall then. I was like, what the heck? Okay,
That's why
I'm going to
she's
go
just
ahead
staring at me.
and recall over here. And we're going to build a dwelling.
Oh, you're going to be playing it on Tabletop Sim? That's awesome.
We're going to build a dwelling. We're going to build...
Yeah, we just need Peter. We don't even need sound base. We just need Peter's, like, you know, color commentary.
Super fantastic storytelling. We're going to build right here.
Story time.
So
you've already got 3 dwellings.
Yes.
You have 3 dwellings.
So I need to go up my water and then 2 4 points.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
That was doing that.
So you're going to have 2 in water, right?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to bring my mage back.
Is a lot.
We're going to take our scroll so we can get learned.
I can honestly say I'm not happy about any of that.
And pull this back, and I feel like we need to do a thing with more stuff.
Oh, I just had an idea. Oh, this isn't my fault, but yes, I'm going to do something bad. No, you do your stuff.
No, I don't like the pep in your step, sir.
Did you pull back your stuff?
I'm finishing pulling back, but I am not happy about what you're doing. I already know. I can already tell I don't like what you're doing.
What do you think I'm going to do?
Bad things.
That's accurate.
Lots and lots of bad things, and I'm not happy about it. I'm going to summon somebody.
So true fact, she knows how to knit. She knows how to do pretty much any hobby. It's ridiculous.
Gonna summon somebody.
If it's a crafty hobby, she can do it. If I had a secret stream, it would be me playing Magic the Gathering badly. And I would call it
Right, that's my turn.
things not to do. All right, so for my action here, so your dragon has flight. So I'm going to actually fly right here to get these beautiful resources that I need. I'm going to take this potion here, and oh no, he comes in here. Ah! You must lose a victory point or one of your resources. It's not my fault.
It is your fault. It is your fault.
It's
You're
not my
just
fault.
playing super dirty.
Wow. Wow. I wouldn't say it's super dirty, but whatever. It's going to be 5 against 3. I'm probably going to lose my dragon, okay? So let's see what ridiculous die we got here.
A 6, a 5, a 5, a 3, and a 3. Did I hear that right? Dr. GloryHogg is upset at GloryHoundd pulling back.
I got a 6 and a 3, so I almost got it, but I did not.
No.
So the dragon dies. I get a sword.
Are you? I bet
Swords.
you're really happy about that because you made me hurt. You made me hurt.
It hurts you.
You made me hurt.
It is your turn.
All right, I'm going to go right here.
And the and then the
For
monster
this. Oh no!
attacks
Wait, I
you.
don't want that.
Then you better back up.
Why are you like that? You. Ah!
What's wrong? You don't want to go to one of these beautiful spaces? Don't
You know what, Doctor? I'm so mad at you right
forget
now.
about me. Don't
So freaking mad at you right now.
Don't you When you walk on by, will you say my name? Will you say my name?
No, I'm not saying anything to you right now. You're about ready to get some
chop.
spells up on you, okay?
Whoa. I have spells.
Really upset right now. All
Would you
right, I'm
like some
taking
more
this. No,
spells?
I'm taking this thing right there. And he's moving back over here.
Fight.
And he's going to fight me, and I'm going to fight him with 1 die.
You're going to fight him with 3 die.
Oh, well, I'm going to fight him with 3 die. 1 for my person and 2 for my dwellings.
Here's a green die of happiness.
I hope.
They rolled well yesterday. Today, not so much.
How epic would it be if, like, this one little guy here took out this Balrog like nobody's business?
No, you got a 6.
All right, I just have to roll really crappy. Come on, crappy dice rolls. Come on, you can do it. I'm keeping that 1. I'm keeping that 1.
Wow.
Come on.
There's a 6
no!
and a 5 and a 6.
All right, so they're going in the underworld.
Yeah, you can put them over to your side. Make sure you grab
But
yourself
I get a sword.
Oh, man.
Gotta
There's really not
be
that
like
much
that.
take that in this.
Gotta
I
be
swear,
like
we
that.
played like a whole... So when you play the battles, you want to win, but there's definitely been times where I've purposely wanted to lose, like where I've held back and let her defeat me by like only rolling 1 die and not moving anybody else in, because I wanted my character to die so that I would have free reign to go anywhere that was unoccupied. So there's different things you can do. So I'm going to bring this guy back, and I'm going to get a gem, 2 swords.
So definitely yes and no, Fatal, as far as like to take that. Yes, sometimes it is not necessarily important, but like easy to go ahead and do that. But also sometimes you're just doing that just to maneuver yourself, either about like Doctor was saying, going around the board, maybe need something in that area, like, and you're just like, I'm gonna take 1 for the team, or just come in here, you know, like I don't feel like it's necessarily a bad thing whenever you do lose, because you still get swords and stuff like that. So like the biggest, I guess, negative is that whenever you recall your people from the underworld, you can't place them on any of your special actions here. That would be the biggest thing.
I'm going to bring this one back, and I'm going to go into my dwelling spot, and I'm going to build a dwelling. I'm going to spend this resource and this resource.
Doctor's building a dwelling, everybody.
It's my first dwelling, everybody. It's a good one, too.
It's a very good one. That one's going to give you a lot of points.
4, 6, 8 points. It's like the best one I could do right now with what's out.
So fancy. And you get 1 fire?
Yeah, I go off the fire and 8 points, so.
That was really good for you, Doctor.
Yeah, that put me within 1 point of you again, like in 1 move.
Are you completed? Have you completed the things and the stuff?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to get my 1 scroll.
Okay. My go?
It is your go.
I'm going to go here, and I'm going to get a hammer. Thank you, hammer. Sledgehammer. I really enjoy this game, Bryce. Like, I really enjoy it. Who knew the elves could live on lava? They can. See, the great thing about elves is they are wherever they are at. So if they're in the woods, they're wood elves. If they happen to be hanging out on the stoop, they're stoop elves. If they're hanging on the pavement, pavement elves. It doesn't matter. Asphalt elves, soda can elves. Wherever an elf is, that's the kind of elf they become.
I see.
They're very adaptable.
I see.
You know, I mean, really, Naga, those are just water elves.
We're going to put our dragon here so
Goblins,
we can
fire
get the
elves.
plunder in.
That's all they are. Fire elves. That's a true fact.
Oh, what do I want to do plundering-wise?
Plunder.
What sort of plunders do I want? I guess I'll take these.
I shall plunder. Plunder from down under. What up? Sorry, I don't know why I did that.
Hold on. Before I finish my turn.
Okay.
No, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait.
Meh, meh. Meh, she says. I am going to... What do I want to do? I feel like part of me wants to try to summon, part of me wants to cry. It's a very rough day for me.
Is that like a D&D joke? I didn't ask how big the room was. I said cast fireball, like into the darkness.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
No, the joke is that someone goes, well, that room is only this big and you're going to hit all of your allies. You're like, I didn't ask how big the room is. I said I cast fireball. Which, to be fair, I have been that guy. I've done that many times. I'm like, well, hey, we're all going to take damage.
So much
but...
burn. The lesser of the two evils. Either my fireball or this bad guy over here, okay?
I'm going to go 1, 2 here onto the mill. And I'm going to build a dwelling. I'm going to build that dwelling right there.
So, Bryce, I wish we had the minis. I really do. I'm really sad. I'm kicking myself that we didn't get the minis and stuff in this game. They did a fantastic job. Actually, this is really interesting. So the box for it, since we didn't get the minis, actually...
Has spaces for all of them.
Has spaces for all of them, but they did a really fantastic job with filling that extra portion of it with boxes and stuff like that, making everything very tight and neat, even though we didn't get those minis. And I would be very happy in the future if perhaps at some point they were available or something like that, because I am very sad that we didn't get the big copy.
So I built a dwelling, gave me 6 points. So I'm actually now ahead of you by like 4 or 5 points. I also got an orb. So this orb is interesting. I can use this orb to either augment one of these cards. There are cards out here that you can potentially get that you can augment and get really powerful things. I can use this orb to instantly gain some resources off of the orb rewards, like victory points or hammers or something. Or I can use this orb to do other things. I'm going to use this orb to actually summon and actually own this shapeshifter. So this shapeshifter mercenary is now part of my crew permanently. If I would have actually hired her with gold, basically when it was time to recall her, she'd go back. But since I hired her with an orb, she actually joins my army.
Okay.
So shapeshifter life. Come on, Medusa.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go here.
And I did that because she acts as a worker.
So can I get my... Oh, here. I'll grab my tile. What do we got? Ooh, we got fire tile. Oh, but this one doesn't have any fire stuffs on it. This one doesn't hurt anybody. That's unfair, okay?
That's because it's the last fire tile. There's only... What are you talking about? You wanted a monster?
I wanted something that was going to hurt people.
Wow. Wow. I have maxed out the green elemental trait. So what that means is I'll get 5 points for it at the end of the game, and then every green dwelling I'll have will be worth another 5 points. So I kind of want more green dwellings, but we'll see.
I'm gonna put it like up over here.
Oh, but there's no room. You can't.
Oh, there's room now.
There.
Oh, there's room now.
Put the little tiles on it when you get the chance.
And oh, I also have to buy a card. So
yep, you have to at least be able to buy one, or you can't go to any of these tiles unless you can take the action, which is really important because there's definitely times I want to do things, but I just can't.
Oh. Da, 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 nobody saw a thing.
I saw all
totally
that.
Fine.
I saw it, actually. I saw it.
Totes fine. Okay, so I'm going to buy this card right here. And this is going to be like 2 swords. It's going to be like 2 of these scrolls here. Each time anytime an opponent, that's Canadian. That's Canadian.
Yeah, don't give her AoE spells, for real.
Each time an opponent moves up the air track, I get to gain a scroll for that, but it does move me up the air track. What am I on that? Could I get my air track standings, please?
You are 1 away from getting an orb. You're 1 away from maxing out.
And
which is really good, because she's already got that there.
I can do a thing with some stuff. What should I do? I think that the smoldering. I don't want to like switch out any of these cards, but I guess I'll do this one. Oh, that one seems harder to get. All right, it's your turn, Doctor.
I'm reading what Peter was saying. What do I want to do here? I want to murder. Murder.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing. What's wrong with you?
Why is there so much murder happening?
You don't know my life.
Listen, I need hammers in my life, okay? I think it's hammer time at this point.
I'm going to go here.
I had a feeling that you were going to do that, and I'm not happy about it. I'm actually really angry about that, Doctor.
I'm going to bring him in, and I'm going to have 6 die.
I hope you fail so much.
You've got 3 die.
No, Doctor. Look at me in the face.
Okay.
Why are you such a jerk sometimes?
You remember when you boxed me in this corner?
Why are you such a jerk?
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Why are you such a jerk?
I'm just in this for the glory.
I hope that you fail this dice roll so hard. Like, so hard. I hope this dice roll goes down in infamy for your freaking failure.
Okay. Cool story, bro.
So upset right now.
You roll
You're
your
rolling
die?
all your dice?
Yes. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you've got 1, 2, 3. You could still win. You got 3 die. Oh, you can spend swords if you like.
I know.
Of course.
I'm thinking if it's worth spending swords or not on this.
I'm actually putting more at risk because if I lose, I'm going to lose 2 people that I can't use to trigger stuff. If you lose 1 person.
What do you think, everyone? This is anyone's game. GloryHoundd needs some adventure cards.
For real.
The adventure cards I have in my hand, I keep on waiting to use them, so... But this was something I was not happy with. I'm going to use my swords.
How many?
All of them.
All 3?
Yeah.
You go 6 die against 6 die? Oh no, I'm in trouble.
You gotta go all in. You gotta go all in. All right, this feels familiar.
Roll some die. All right, I got a 5, 3, 1.
I hope you get ones. Dr. GloryHogg should roll all ones.
I got 5, 4 here. So just roll a 6 and you got it. God, you did. So could you not roll across the board like just a jerkopolis? You do this every time and you blow all our pieces everywhere. I don't know why you can't roll anywhere other than on the board.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry. You do it constantly. So yeah, I lost. Are you happy? I'm at max swords though. Jeez. So you won. So you get to go up again. You get a gold resource because you went up the
gold
track.
Resource. This one right here.
You went up the glory track. Yeah.
Okay. All right. My turn.
Yes. It is your turn. Do I have like nobody on the board now? Wow.
Is everybody in the underworld right now?
Well, that was 2 of them, and I only got 1 other person because 2 are dwellings.
All right, I'm going to build a dwelling.
That happened.
Right here. I'm going to send these scrolls.
I'm going to need more workers.
We're going to make a dwelling right here.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to prevent.
I know you were, yeah.
Knock you out of there, because now you're going to go up the elemental track. You're
and I'm going to get...
orb. Oh, your orb fell on the ground. No orb, sorry.
No.
It's on the ground. I can't get it.
Look at the points I'm going to get. I'm going to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points.
What? Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, no. So here's your orb.
Thank you. Oh, that's not an orb. That's not an orb.
Do you not understand when I said it fell on the ground and I can't get it?
Okay, this is my orb.
I'm being 100% serious.
This guy comes back from the underworld. Okay, so that was my dwelling. I'll take my person here back.
She's at 23 and I'm at 16. Do the math.
You did make it though, so like I can't make a bunch of people.
Okay, sorry. She's got 4 dwellings.
What am I supposed to do with this?
You trigger endgame by either having all of your dwellings will trigger endgame or all of these tiles being revealed, so.
I feel like I still need to make like 1 more person.
We have dice trays, but she just prefers to roll across the actual board.
I prefer to wreck as many things as possible while playing.
Yeah.
Like it just makes me feel really good inside, okay?
Like we have a cinder one from Smirk and Dagger. We've got a cinder dice tray that you can snap together. We have got a Red King one, which is an aftermarket company that makes one. We have a million game trays. She could roll into a game tray technically. Into one of the X-Trayz, but no, she preferred to roll it across the board.
All right, we're gonna make 1 more of our workers because we gotta make a worker, okay? Gotta make a worker. Get out of there, you.
I have heard the comparisons to Cones of Dunshire because it is all about the dwellings. It is all about the dwellings.
All right.
She's also like gotten rid of 4 of her workers, so she's. Oh yeah, how'd you summon all of them out?
No, I still have this person.
Right, but you've been summoning them. You only get 1 person at a time, right?
Yeah.
You summon? Okay. Just making sure you weren't over there doing some shenanigans.
Just summoning them like, and you get a person, and you get a person, and you get a person.
I mean, I wasn't going to judge, but yeah, I was kind of worried that's what was happening.
Oh, should be playing chaos with rolls across the board like that. It's always a little chaotic.
I'm going to go to the portal, and I'm going to go ahead and summon...
And Jim, if you lick an orb, that does not make it yours. That's not how that works, okay?
I'm going to summon my warrior, because that'll give me a whole extra turn if I want. Over there. And I've got so many swords. So many swords. Cry about it. Here you go.
What do I want to do?
Don't look at Medusa like that. She's just chilling.
What I really need is I need like maximum amounts of plunder right here. I need to plunder so hard right now. Like so much plundering. I'm taking all this. I'm taking this. Like this here. I'm taking these. Think I'll take, I'll take some of these. Oh, like so. I'm taking these.
Oh.
And that's my plundering action. And then this guy moves in here like a jerk.
Yep.
Like I was just here minding my own business, plundering, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got 3 for my dragon. I got 1 for my little cottage, for my little dwelling. And Doctor, how many dice is the other one?
The monster? Always 5.
5?
Yeah.
That's not going to be a winning roll.
No, you got a 6. You got a 6, 3, 2, 1. What's your deal?
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. Chaos with the hair and the nails. I can see it. That would be lovely.
2 5s. So she won. That's not that shocking. It was 4 dice against 5.
I never, you know what? I need to play more stuff on camera because I roll, like the rolls are kinder to me on camera. I swear. I think it's all of you were lucky out there, aren't you?
So did you want to go up the fire track or did you want to go up the glory track?
You know what?
You can hold on to him.
How far up the fire track are you?
I am already up 2 spaces. So you'd be coming in 1 space below me.
And what do I get if I go up the glory track?
The next space on the glory track would give you, would actually let you go up the any elemental track you want.
Let's do that. Let's go up the glory track and then let's go up water. Do I need water or air? I need water.
Yeah.
And then that maxes me out for water and air, right?
No, you're 1 away from water now.
1 away from water now. Okay, got it.
All right, my go?
Yes.
I have so many swords. I'm going to go here. I'm just going to trade in 2 swords for 2 wilds because I have too many swords. I can't really do anything. It's your go.
You have too many swords?
I was like at max swords. And if I bring back, I get a bunch of swords.
Right,
it's a lot of swords.
Here. We're going to take this one here like so. All right. Your turn, Doctor.
It's all about the dwellings. I'm going to recall. So these guys just go back to my ready area. Bring this one down here, and I'm going to get double swords, a gold gem, and an actual red gem. It's not a gold gem, a gold thing. And then this one I'm going to bring back. Wait, that's a Minotaur. I don't get to bring that back. I want to bring that back. And I'm going to put one of these bad boys here. Since I'm higher on the fire track, I'm going to get a potion and a hammer. And it is your go.
Figure out like what else I need here.
I know what I need to do.
In order to get things and stuff. I want to do too many things and get too much stuff is the problem. That's like always my problem in these games.
I think that's everyone's problem in all games.
Everyone's problem in all games. I want all the things and all the stuff, everyone. It's not that hard, okay? Oh, let's see here.
Yeah, if you do a good job losing battles, you get lots of extra bonus swords. My vengeance meter is maxed out. Oh, the vengeance!
I mean, I feel like I want those. Okay, so I need to go and actually I need to get some of this and take one of these.
And then this dragon moves in and attacks?
No, that's not how that works, Doctor.
Oh, okay. Is it my go?
It is. And the swords are really good.
I'm going to drop actually right here.
And you're going to flip out a tile? I was wondering if somebody was going to flip out a tile.
And it's a monster.
That's an air. Oh, an air monster. No.
Living Storm. So, Force of Wind. When a battle is triggered with the Living Storm, all adjacent units must join the battle. And electric. Lightning bolt spells may not be used in this battle with a Living Storm. Well, that makes sense.
That's hardcore. So, I want to know, everybody in chat, first off, who has the game? Like, are you all watching this to kind of figure out whether you're wanting to get the game or not? I know I heard a little bit earlier talking about how long it was going to be until it was out in actual stores and stuff like that. And somebody was saying 6 months or something, but I don't know who that came from. I'm not for sure on that. Maybe Peter can help us out with that.
I'm just going to actually take up this door tray.
And you're going to take a look?
Yeah, and see which one's going to be the best. Every time you construct a dwelling, gain glory. That's pretty good.
Well, that's really good.
But I'm already maxed out in green, so I don't necessarily want
now,
that.
in order to trigger the end game portion of this,
Pretty good, though.
it's either all dwellings or all tiles, right? Are gone, like all dwellings are put out, or all tiles.
Correct. I think I'm going to do this Smoldering Ashes, which is just going to be discard 1 treasure token from any realm. Actually, there's no treasure tokens I want. Jeez. So sorry. When you place an orb on this card, choose one of your constructed dwellings and move it to this card. It now counts as an air dwelling and is considered adjacent to all realms for the purpose of adding battle dice.
Okay, so Studio says own it. Jay Peter says have it. Jim Garner says #1 for 2020, own it. And on my 10 by 10 for 2021. Ooh, that's a good start for your 10 by 10. Christian says, I have it, but it owns me.
That's fair.
That is very fair. Oh, Jay Peters says, got the all-in version. I'm so jealous, Jay Peters. Let's see here. Nathan, that was me saying 6 months, but I don't listen to me. I make things up on the internet. That's fair. Glancing up at chat sometimes, it moves so fast. Bryce says, I own it. That's fantastic. Let's hear. Jim says, I missed adding the wooden tokens in the pledge manager. And Jay Peters, I've been kicking myself. I totally feel you. Totally feel you. Yeah, it is such a good game. It needs those upgrades. I mean, it's gonna give it so much more life to it. Like, it's a fantastic game, but having all the fun little wooden tokens and stuff like that and little miniatures and everything just make it it gives it that extra table presence. And then you can trick people into playing with you.
It's going to be your turn. I picked up the Sunken Vortex, which is the water door, and then I picked up the Sky Castle one, which needs an orb to activate, but it's pretty sweet if it happens.
So you went up the air track?
I went up the air and water track.
Okay, so I get to gain a scroll for that?
Oh, great.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Doctor.
Oh,
thank you.
So glad I helped you out.
That was so nice of you. So nice.
But every time I go up the elemental track, I'm getting like 2 points. So if nothing else, I got 4 victory points off of those.
That's fair. So you put it right here, which is kind of crappy because then I can't go here with anybody.
What?
I'm just saying I can't go here, which is a little bit upsetting.
I am shocked.
A tiny bit upsetting.
I am shocked.
And you did the water one, so you made it so like the water one is more expensive too. So you just basically all around on this one turn just try to impede me in every single way possible, didn't you? Didn't you?
Crazy talk.
I feel like you might have a little bit, sir. All right, what do I need to get then?
I don't even understand.
We're going to go here, I think. We're going to get one of these. All right, it's your turn.
I do not like that.
What do you mean you don't like that? It's just one place. It's not even a place you want.
You don't know that.
Or are you trying to go over here?
You don't know anything about my life.
Battlecry says I don't have it. Oh my goodness, you need to get a copy. It's so good. Let's see here. And Studio Lanniston says I've been painting the minis and I'm halfway done, I think, but I haven't played it yet. So it's a huge backlog. Watching this makes me want to play. You know what, Studio? It is so super easy to get into and get to the table and everything because of all the game trays in it and stuff like that. You will not be disappointed by setting it up. Like,
it is your go.
It'll be so easy to put on the table for you. All right, now I'm gonna recall.
Oh gosh, it's gonna take a bit.
Wow.
Oh, it does. It takes a bit. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right, so I'm gonna recall and I'm gonna summon. I imagine my summoning is like this. And when I summon, I'm gonna summon my warrior. So that's all those pieces, but I got that. I got my warrior. Then I'm going to take this person back, and I may as well get a scroll. Let's get a scroll. I don't think I have any dwelling things, so I can't really do anything there. No, wait, I can do something, because if I was here, because I could have pulled back from there, and I could do a dwelling thing. I could do one right here because I do have a gem. Which I think I'm going to do. Ugh. So I'm gonna dwelling right here. Can you move me up the fire track, please?
You mean onto the fire track?
Oh, onto the fire track, and then 4 points.
That's your 5th dwelling? Wow. I don't even know what your plan is right now. Your plan to make me mad because you're succeeding?
That was my pulling back. That was all of it, sir.
Oh.
If I had all that programmed into like my stuff, I would totally do that. It would be fantastical too. I need to work on more programming stuff.
It is your turn.
Where did you go? Right there. That's suspicious as all heck.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know.
A little suspicious, Doctor.
I will try to not be suspicious, I guess.
That's a lie. What are you doing? You're all... What's happening here? What's happening?
Could you please take your turn? Stop focusing on my game. Focus on your game.
I'm not happy about any of this business.
Nobody cares.
Listen, I'm just here to get my plunder on, okay? So we got to get in here. We got to start plundering. Just right out of the gate. Just plunder, plunder, plunder.
Excellent.
Taking all these things.
Can I do this?
I would rather you not, Doctor. I would rather you not, sir. How dare you? How dare you?
So I'm going to have this shapeshifter. So it says Mimic. Once per turn, the shapeshifter may use one of your other unit's abilities, except for build. I am going to have them use the ability of my workers, which is longbows, so they can join the fight without having to actually be in there.
Okay.
So I'm looking at 2, 3, 4 die.
And I have 3, 4, 5, right?
Yes. I'm going
Okay.
to spend 2 swords, go up to 6 die.
I'm also spending a sword to go up to 6 die.
Okay.
I've never seen this game end with a player getting all their dwellings out.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
We've had it end that way already. I've got a 6
Oh, you
and
got
a
a
4
6.
so far. And
Oh, you
another
got 2
6
sixes.
and a 5.
Oh, might be it for you.
You got a
2
6,
sixes,
6,
2
5?
fives.
You have 2 5s?
2 5s.
No, come on.
2 5s.
Come on.
2 3s.
That is such bunk. I got 6 6 5 4 and you got 6 6 5 5. Wow.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm a little
All
bit not
your-
sorry, but I am sorry. I feel
Could
really
you please explain to the crowd how you cried and moaned about dice and it's not fair and I always
Listen,
lose a dice?
I'm telling you, our viewers, they bring me crazy luck.
I am right now like, what? I've won 1 battle. I think 1 battle. Yeah, I've won 1 battle.
Our
And you have
viewers.
won 1, 2, 3 multiple battles. You just got an orb for that. So that's cool. Well, do you want the orb or 2 victory points?
The orb, I think.
So
That's my
that's
second
cool.
orb.
That's cool. That's fine. I'm having a good time. Check it out.
Listen, I was just a poor little dragon over here plundering on my own, okay? Just a plundering.
I hope you choke on those scrolls.
Just what? We're just over here. Oh, nope, not him. We're just over here plundering. Plunder, plunder, plunder. Let's do that. Yeah. No. Let's do that. All right, plundered.
She knows about the underworld board and that she can spend it. She holds on to them usually. So it's my go.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring back here. Collect up resources, I guess. Let me get some more swords because I mean I've had 5 swords almost the whole game. It seems like they have not helped me out the way I have wanted. I'm going to bring my dragon back and have him come here and get a hammer and a potion I'm just gonna recall every turn. Just every turn. Just recall.
Now I have AC/DC's Thunderstruck in my head. You should roll the dice at once instead of 3 and then 3, and maybe you'd have better luck, says Jay Peters. They're helping you out, baby.
I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know if that's going to work as well as you think it will. But it could. Do I want to... I mean, what do I have? I need to summon, like, my regular people.
Let's see here. The game gives extra dice luck when you roll them across the board. Oh, that's what I was doing wrong yesterday, Bryce, because I had plenty of room to roll the dice and I never rolled them on the board. So, absolutely. That's probably what it is.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, not sorry, says Jim. Oh, hi, tiny kitty. Hi.
I'm going to bring this one back to summon. And I'm at the point where I can summon a worker for, like, 1 sword. That's pretty good. I should just do that. It is your go.
Okay, I'm going to
Trigger endgame.
go right here. I'm going to take a little potion. It's your turn.
I do not like this at all. No like.
This is my tiny parrot. Aren't they so cute? Oh, you've gotten so many swords, you can make your own throne like Game of Thrones, says Jay Peters. This is Wesley. My little kitty. And usually Wesley will try to make an appearance on our Kickstarter show because we let Wesley come up a little bit more. Usually we lock her up during our playthroughs just because we don't want her to like jump on the table and then knock everything over at this point, you know?
But we don't care at this point. No. She's going to do what she wants to do.
Doctor, what are you doing right now?
Just going to put this right over here.
Inappropriate. Not cool.
I'm going to be honest. This is probably the worst time I've done playing this game. I do not feel very confident about anything because I want green dwellings and they're the 2 bottom tiles. So the chances of me getting them out at this point is pretty slim. Not happy. Gonna cry about it.
You all get in Wonderland more. I don't know. I'm not for sure. I don't know for sure on that one. I think we are. Because Wonderland is going to have GameTrays in it. So I think that we'll need to highlight it for GameTrays and stuff like that. So I think it will. But we did cover it on our Kickstarter show. And not last year, but the year before that, I got to see it before it was in production, and they were doing play testing on it and everything. It looked amazing. I loved the chips in it. I loved the bag building. Like, that part was so fantastic. Do you have a buttercup, says Jim? No, but we should, right? I feel like we should.
So I took the Smoldering Ashes, which lets me discard one of the tokens and then gain a victory point and get that thing. I definitely need that victory point. And then I need to go do more stuff. I'm going to also do this River of Lava and go up the fire again. This is all about the dwellings, and I have not been doing a good job with the dwellings as far as getting the ones that I want. It is your go.
Well, I'm not happy about this situation, like, right here. And then, like, you did the other thing that I was going to do.
I would say I'm sorry, but I'm really not. I'm just not.
I think I'm going to have to go here with my wizard and try for it at the very least because, like, all my dwellings are there. Like, that monster needs to be cleared out.
So, Dread Crocodile?
I'm going to bring in my warrior,
He's erratic, but there's nowhere for him to go at this point.
Oh, I still get this, too.
So he's going to have 5 die.
So I'm going to get, 2 for my warrior, 1 for my wizard. I'm knocking everything over. And then 1, 2, 3 for my dwellings. So I'm still going to roll 6 dice.
Yeah, she's got me by 10 points right now.
Oh, why? What kind of nerds are you guys if you have Wesley and no Buttercup? That's fair, okay.
I'm allergic to cats. We shouldn't even have a cat, technically. You got a 6 and a 5 and a 5?
A 6 and a 5 and a 5, okay. There's all my dice there.
And a 6 and a 5 and then a 2, so you beat it.
Oh yeah. What
You
was that
have-
guy? Was that a water guy? That was a water guy. So I got the water track, right? Yes. Exactly as planned.
That maxed out, so you got another orb.
Oh yeah.
So 3
Give me
orbs.
them orbs. All right. I think I'm gonna put 2 of these orbs on the points.
Yeah, because now you're
For the
ahead by
3 and the
15
5?
points. I mean,
Oh, I need to double check just to make sure.
yikes. What I'm going to do is trade out
I'm gonna trade my die for an orb.
so that we don't.
So I
forget
look
what it is.
legit.
Yeah,
There we go.
you were killing it this game. I mean, I'm actually kind of proud of you.
Aww.
I mean, I'm not happy,
so
but I am proud of you.
sweet.
I thought I'd be able to give you more run for your money. I feel like I'm in a bad position, so I'm going to have to really pull some stuff out of my... to make it work.
Jim says, I'm all in on it, and Jay Peter says, I am as well. Let's see here. Nothing's listed about a release date on Board Game Geek or the company website. Maybe someday. Are we talking about Wonderland Wars still? Because I'm not sure how far they are in the production process of that.
I can
think
tell
they're
you
still,
that they are not producing it yet. They're
not
still,
yet. They're still working on getting all the minis
they're
done
doing
and
white
all
box,
that stuff. Yeah.
They've got white box samples, but they're not. They're not at the final
Well,
production run yet.
For Skybound Games, they just sent out Valor and Villainy and Tidal Blades. So
Yeah, well, I know for a fact that all of the people got white box, which is when
Yeah.
they send you all the stuff with all the cards and all the boards and everything. It's just white. There's no printing on it.
Right,
That's why they call it a
right.
white box, and the
Right.
box is white. And that just tells them how everything fits, basically. And they're at that point right now, making sure that they like all the materials and everything. I can tell you that just from what I know about from work and everything. It's your go. I
it is
went
my
here.
go. Okay, okay.
So
you did that
basically,
thing.
what I have is River of Lava. So whenever I place a unit in the fire room, I gain a gem, and I got 2 gems for placing there.
All right, we'll do some gathering. Put some things and some stuff. I can't make anybody else, so I can't do any sort of summoning or anything.
Gosh, you have all your people out? That is no joke.
And I can't do any sort of dwelling, so.
I still have 3 of my people not
All right,
out.
there you go.
Now you make me feel all self-conscious. I'm like, I better hire some people. Better hire some people. You've got so many dwellings out, too. I feel like I'm so far behind at your go. This is
All
craziness.
right, we're going to put this here like so.
Oh, no. You're going to do it, aren't you? You're going to trigger endgame.
What?
You're going to trigger endgame.
Trent says, I love this game. We do too. It's really, really good. I'm fine if it's delayed. To have too many Kickstarters showing up right now. I don't have time for them all, says Jay Peters. I totally understand that.
It is your go.
What's happening right here, Doctor?
Nothing. You're not on that spot.
That seems a tiny bit threatening right here.
You're about to trigger your 6th dwelling and end the game, so you should hush a butt. And you're 15 points ahead, so I don't want to hear anything from you
I'm
right
just
now.
going to go ahead and build.
Yeah, see?
And I'll make this because I don't trust this
So
happening right
she
here.
triggered endgame, so that means that we literally have
Oops.
1 more turn each, and that's really bad for me. I have lost this one for sure.
I'm just going to boops like that. And I get 2, 4, 6 points, please.
This is really bad. Last time we played this, I lost 5 out of, I won 2 battles, I lost 5, and I still beat you by like a solid 15 points. And this game, you were going to destroy me. This is like real bad. Where are all your people at? Like, do you even have any people?
You know, I put this person here and I didn't even take this scroll thing.
What person? Oh, because you...
Yeah. Taking that scroll.
I guess I come here and we trigger a multi-person fight.
What?
So he moves in, and then everybody else has to move in. It says that's within range. It's like all my people have to be in here. That's not what I wanted.
How does that work?
So I think I have to pick. I haven't triggered a triple battle like this before.
Jim says, according to last updates from Skybound Games, in December, Wonderland Wars should be shipping in April/May. I would say end of May at the very least, because they're just getting everything in and finishing up, like checking stuff and everything. And Well, they're not even at that
Oh,
point.
sorry. I
They
can't
haven't even
even-
gotten the copies in of stuff to check.
I am so sorry. I can't even do that because I can't build a dwelling because all my people move in. There's nowhere for me to build a dwelling at.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That your dragon, I think, was there.
Yeah, I wanted to start a fight because I had a victory card
Because you
with
were
this
like,
guy.
fight.
No, I had a victory card for
Oh.
this guy, and this is gonna go really poorly for me. I don't have any endgame bonuses. I'm just gonna lose.
Yeah, but if you go someplace,
I have one turn.
you could dance on that hex.
I had the
And
chance
that would make you feel good.
to beat you with my warrior, which I had a card for, and then gain
You
some
have
glory.
a chance to beat me with that warrior.
But I can't go there because everybody
Oh,
comes
yeah,
in.
because everybody comes in right there. Oh, yeah,
And
that
I
was bad placement on my part for you.
And I still have to build. So there's actually nothing I can do. I can bring my people back and collect a whole bunch of resources, but I have nothing to spend them on. Because, wow, this is incredibly bad. I'm going to try to pick up a magic card, I think. And hopefully the magic can give me a magic
Oh,
card.
yeah, here. There you go. Yeah, April seems way overly optimistic. That's what I think so, and especially with...
Well, that was
like,
probably before everything happened, maybe?
There's
I don't know.
still delays happening. You know, I still am getting reports of people that are having issues getting things from production in China and stuff like that, and then them being kept at ports for an extended amount of time. So, like, us as reviewers and stuff like that are still getting delayed games that we need to review because of everything that's happening. So, like, I feel like that is very overly optimistic, but I don't know. I don't work for Skybound, so I don't know the intricacies of it all. I don't know. Last game, my wife's elemental tile didn't show up till halfway through the game. First time playing with the Oracle, and she was unhappy. I feel you. We haven't played with the Oracle, though, right? I don't think we did.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So here's
Hog is so salty at me.
Well, here's the situation.
Here's the sitch.
This doesn't really do anything for me. Unless I win the battle, I might get some victory points there. But that's not going to do anything for me because I need to do something that's going to gain me victory points this turn. I don't have another turn. Nothing happens there. Nothing happens here. Nothing happens here. Nothing happens. Since you pulled your guys off, it's made so I can't even fight. So like it's just really bad.
Yeah.
I can go here, I guess, and just. But then I don't even have all the forces I really wanted to have in there because like my dragon's not there. That's why I put him there.
Right.
Is to fight you here and try to stop that. Both times I try to stop your dwelling, you've successfully got it off.
Yeah,
anyways.
I know you did a really good job of trying to get in there and trying to stop.
Being the key word.
Trying to stop me.
So you do technically come in here, but I think I would trigger.
And I go in there too?
You have to because he's involved.
Oh gosh.
All right, let me just make sure. So it says, when a battle is triggered with the Living Storm, all adjacent units must join the battle. And I believe I get to decide the battle, like who I fight first. So I can fight either you or I could fight
Oh my
him.
gosh. And we have Chinese New Year coming around. Yeah, Chinese New Year always sets things back as well, like several weeks. So, pivot elevated service. Hold on. Pivot elevated service. That's battle cry suggestion for your next move. I'm pretty sure battle cry.
I decide which battle happens
Doctor
first.
would definitely want that right now. The pivoted elevated service. How
I'm
do you
gonna
feel?
fight you because you bring a total of 2 dice and the monster brings 5. So seems like fighting you's better.
Well, I guess that's true. I guess that's true.
2, 3. Because I've got 3 dice plus 2 swords.
So 1 for my dwelling and 1 for my wizard.
I'm gonna bring 5 dice in.
How do you all say wizard? Do you just say wizard like normally, or do you put the spin on it? Because I feel like you have to put the spin on it, because wizards in general are very sassy. I don't know if you all knew that. 3 and a 2.
So I won that one.
Good job, Doctor.
Don't patronize me, woman. All right, so that triggers this, which says Clash of Steel. To complete this quest, you must win a battle with your warrior, gain 4 victory points.
That's fair, too. You should fight the monster first. If you fight GloryHoundd, you'll be in the underworld, says Jay Peters. That's so messed up.
Luckily, I won that one, but I'm really going to lose because of the dwellings. The fact that I have 2 dwellings out and she has 6 really is not good.
The way he's looking at it is saying that he gets to pick the battles as they go along on that, on who he fights first on this. And Bryce says, my copy of Dice Throne Adventures just arrived. Is that one you've played as well? So
we played the prototype.
Yeah, we played the prototype, and we actually got our copy today as well, Bryce. So we're really excited to open it. I haven't even opened it yet. I think you did.
Yeah, I already opened it.
And we plan on playing it live because I think that's kind of one of the ones that we want to play live, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, no, we're really excited about it.
Let's see if this Storm Elemental whoops my butt.
And Battlecry does whizzes.
So against the Storm Elemental, I'm down 2 dice and I rolled all 2s. Yahtzee. No, I lost. Those guys died. That was, well, I did do a thing. I won a battle.
You did good.
That's the first battle second battle I've won. All right. I have so many resources. I don't know what I'm going to do.
So it's my final turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in my case, the only thing that I could do is...
surrender.
No. Is also fight, right? Because if I fight, then I could possibly move up like the glory track or something.
Yeah, not up that glory track though. That's already maxed out.
Oh.
You're maxed out in blue. You're maxed out in... So you're maxed out in water. You're maxed out in air. So yeah. You're already maxed out there. I don't know. Just pick up a resource and be done with it. I mean, you're pretty... Or you haven't placed anything since your
I have my fighter in here.
That's your best spot because you can draw
that's
3 magic cards.
True. I'm gonna go here.
Discard 1, and if you get an end game goal 1 or something, that's
true.
Pretty big. That's what I was kind of hoping for. You did a really good job. You really went after those dwellings quickly. Like, yeah, 2 to 6 dwellings. that is really bad for me.
So I'm spending 2 resources. I'm gonna get 3 cards. Let's see if they give me anything good.
Did you get any end game ones? No.
Play on your turn, advance 1 space on the glory track.
Well, that one's probably good. Just do that one. What does it cost you?
It's 1 scroll.
You want to go up the glory track? I mean, that's going to give you a resource of any
type.
type.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's pay 1 scroll there.
It's going to give you a resource of any type. One of my in-game goals was to be higher on the glory track, and I lost every battle.
Oh, no. And then on here, I mean, I'll play my healing, so gain 1 for each of my units in the underworld.
You don't have any? Oh, you have
I
one.
have 1.
Okay.
I was waiting for, like, me to have a whole bunch to get in there, but it didn't happen. So I think that's it. Yeah. And then I have my endgame thing, but that's those.
All right. So we're going to score. And to be clear, I'm not mad at the game. I really let this happen and run away without stopping it. And that was poorly on my part.
Why don't you give me the board so I can put it up here, and then as we're scoring, they can kind of see.
I think people are going to know who won. This is awkward.
Just do a victory dance, says Jay Peters.
All right, so I'm going to go over. So unspent orbs. You have an unspent orb, so it's worth 1 victory point. So move yourself up 1 more victory point.
Super dangerous.
So she's already at like 40. Elemental marker. Score VP for the marker position. So you are going to get 5, 10, 11, 12. So 12 more points.
So 1, 2, and then 52.
I'm going to get 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 26, 36.
She was just waiting to lose in battle, but it didn't happen, says Christian, laughing.
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
To be fair, that's what usually happens, okay, Christian?
So here's where it really hurts, right? So it's going to be dwellings that you have. So for her air dwelling, she has all 3 air dwellings, don't you?
So, Bryce, make sure you like and subscribe and then ring the bell on our channel because it will notify you when we go live. And if we do playthrough, we do them on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so that's when you'll be able to catch us whenever you do.
So she's got 2 dwellings in the air, so that's another 10 points.
Okay.
This is where you're really going to hurt me. This is usually where I catch
62?
up. Yeah. And then she's got 3 in the water, so that's another 15 points. This is what we would call a blowout.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then for myself, and then she's got 1 in the red, so that's another 2 points. And I have got only 1 in the green, so that's 5 points, and 1 in the red, which is another 4 points. Yeah, I was not able to get that going at all. Tableau cards, I don't have any tableau cards with XP on them. Do you have any tableau cards with XP?
I have.
Tableau cards?
Oh, no. No,
Okay.
I don't.
Um, Now, vault scoring bonuses on these adventure cards. So do you have any of the, like the prophecy magic cards or anything?
So hold on. So it says, nice thing about playmouse, Dr. GloryHogg, is that you can actually just fold up the game and forget it happened. So you just fold it on over.
I'm not going to lie. I was able to win the first time, the second time by like a decent amount without like trying to super min max. So I came in overconfident and I just let her run away at the side of the board. And she's a good player. And that was my mistake.
You gave me that little bit of like leeway in it.
You trapping me in there was like pretty detrimental. And then I just started losing all my first battles and it was bad. I mean, I double fireballed somebody and still lost. That was not great.
So I do have this awakening card. It says at the end of the game, this card is worth 5 points if you have summoned your dragon, your warrior, and your wizard.
So you got that one?
Yeah.
Sounds really good. Let me see. I got one that says it's worth points if I have dwellings not adjacent to each other. So that one does not score. This one says Lord of War. If you're at the end spot or you are highest on the glory tracker, you get points. So that one does not score. This one says City on a Hill. So if you've built one of your dwellings on a space that's not next to any ruins, you score points. That did not happen.
Oh no!
And this one is worth 2 per quest you've completed. I completed 1 quest, so I get 2 points. So am I seriously at 47 to 80 something?
84.
Whew. Boy. I have never scored under 75 points before. So I learned something new. Yeah, I had all the prophecy cards. I didn't get to score 3 out of my 4. So that was a problem.
Yeah, that was pretty detrimental.
Can you see why I was going aggressive for like the glory and stuff? And it just did not work.
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, oh, well, I've got this locked down. Once the next ones come out, I'll build a dwelling real quick and get points. But they were the last 2 tiles. So that really made a difference.
Made a big difference. That made a big difference
so
as well.
10 points I missed out on there. And I could not seem to get my fire up because here's what I did. I thought I'd be all smart by putting all these monsters close to you. But in reality, I made it so like I was never close to them. And so although I wasn't fighting them, there was just like this became a thing way too quickly.
That is actually a really, really good point because in the game, you did put everything really close to all of the places that I already had, which gave me dice bonuses on all those.
There was no way for me to get in here without having to fight, without having to spend like 1,000 swords to fight you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So that was
for whatever
huge.
reason, if I got into a fight with you, it just always went your way, which does happen.
Also,
I have lost, you can lose like every battle in this and still definitely win. I went super heavy on doors and it just didn't pay off. I mean, when I say doors, adventures, I went super heavy on those things and they just did not pay off
dice
the right way.
too, everyone, are like super pretty in this game. Like, whoever chose the dice in this game, they did an amazing job because they're so pretty and they're all pearlized and everything. So, like, I'm a dice snob, so that matters.
Am I missing on some scoring thing here, actually?
I don't think so, are you?
So
I thought we went down all of them.
Well, because one of them is your tableau cards worth X elemental power.
Here's the 2 remaining tiles that were there, Jim. Ugh. Oh, wait, I gotta turn it over. So once again, what, not a how to play?
No, definitely not for me. No, there are some actual points that we did not score. So
Which
score
ones?
your starting card and the adventure cards in your tableau. The amount of victory points for each card is determined by your position on the elemental power track, matching the element sigil on the card. There's a limit, however, to the number of adventure cards that you can be counted for the scoring. For each dwelling you have built, you may score 3 adventure cards of any element. So I have 2 dwellings, so I could score 6 of these cards.
Oh, yeah, that'll be huge. Did you not go ahead and score your cards at all?
No, I didn't do this the last times we played it either.
Oh, that makes a difference.
So, yeah, because I have 3 greens, which is 15 points, and I have 3 reds, which is another... So 15 points plus another 4, 8, 12. So you're looking at...
Hold on. So
do the 15.
57, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then another 12, you said?
Yeah, another 12.
So 72, 1, 2, so 74?
So that at least got me on that side, but now you could still do it too. And
Which I only got 1.
No, you have 2, technically, because your starter card.
Oh, okay. 2
so
air?
You'd get another 10 points. So
another 10 points?
You still definitely won. But at least I'm closer.
So 94 on that?
Yeah. So that means the first 2 times we played this, we did not score those elemental points, which would have been Boy, I bet that would have made you feel real bad because I had a bunch last those games too. Yikes. But that was important. So the elemental track is super, and it's in bold in the rule book.
Oh, it's super important.
Super important because
so important.
I mean, if I was worried about it, I could have actually just tried to get more of those green adventures and stuff because I knew I'd already maxed out that elemental path. So although I'm not maxing it out, I'm getting 5 points for each one of those as long as I've got a dwelling. Because it says you get 3 of those cards per dwelling. That's why I was able to score only 6 of them.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I had 8. So if I would have had one more dwelling.
If you had one more dwelling, then you would have been able to score more points on that.
Yeah, I could have scored, up to another 15-ish points or something.
So, Doctor, what's your verdict on the game?
I still really like it. Gosh, and then there's other things you can add in, like the Bifrost Bridge. You can add in the Mother of Dragons. There's 4 other elements that we didn't even play with, which we have played with in the past, but we didn't play with this round. We've only played it at 2-player. There's like tactics tokens you can have in it. There's 2 versus 2.
We've heard the solo is really good on it.
Yeah, solo won like best of Man versus Meeple solo award, I believe. Like, there's a lot to this game. This is one I could see myself just playing over and over again. So when I played it the first time, I was ready to play it again immediately afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
When I played it the second time, I was ready to play it again afterwards, but it was like midnight. And I would honestly, even after we got off this, I would just reshuffle it up and play again.
So here's the thing for me. The only thing, like, I feel like this is a really, really solid game. I really, really enjoy the mechanics in this game. I feel like there's so much fun with going up the elemental tracks and having that base off of your scores and everything. However, I have one however, everybody, and I feel really bad for saying this. I am usually so super terrible at dice rolling. Like, my last game, I went 0-5 as far as, like, battles, winning it out. And the game before that, I think I was, like, 1 in something. Like, had so few battles that I got upset about that. And I feel like there was a little bit, I wish there was more dice mitigation. Like, ways to mitigate those dice rolls. Like, if there was some spell cards. Like, I haven't seen any spell cards come up for that. I wish maybe the swords would be like re-rolls on dice or something.
There are tribes or whatever they're called that do have some special things in there.
Yeah.
That do have some dice rolls, like your dragon can re-roll 1s and things like that.
I'd like to explore more of that, but that's the only thing I disliked about the game was that portion of it.
And see, I will say, as a person that's played a lot of games with dice that control combat, I like that it's your highest die wins. So even if you're only rolling 1 die, if you roll that 6,
you could possibly just get really, really
you're not going to get in a
that
situation where someone's like, I'm going to roll 32 dice against you, and you're like, cool. Like, okay, you just have a big army. You're just going to run. You can't take a person and just go like this. Womp, 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 around the whole base and just kill everybody. You just can't.
No, I like that. I'm just saying, as far as like being someone who rolls really, really low, that part of the game is super frustrating because you can work yourself. Well, you can work yourself into a corner, and then if you can't get anybody out on the board, as far as like to get dwellings on top of them, it can stagnate your growth in the game a little bit. But let's see here. Jay Peter says, I think the game does a good job of mitigating losing dice rolls.
I think so too, because I don't think me losing the first 3 battles I did is why I lost. I lost because I kept putting tiles over here and I never went over there and grabbed any of these things. If I would have dropped 1 more dwelling, I would have been in the running.
Yeah.
I didn't, because if I would have dropped 1 more dwelling and you would have dropped 1 last or something like that, I didn't put enough dwellings down. And that's my own fault. I know better than that. I messed up.
So Christian says, the fact that you get to use the worker placement action rather you win or lose mitigates the battle for me.
Yeah.
And I really, really like that part.
I agree.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, like, bad, the dice rolling stinks this game, I hate it. No, I think they did a lot of really good things to try to mitigate those things. I'm just saying, as someone who rolls really, really low rolls, usually for the entirety of the game, like, it's, for some reason, I only roll well on camera. I swear, everyone, okay? That can just make the game a little bit frustrating for me sometimes.
So like we said, this is our 3rd time playing it.
I like all the mechanics in this game, though. So don't get me wrong. I think this game is a solid game. I love the mechanics. I love how it's all put together. I love the art. I love so many things about this game. That is like my one nitpick, and just like, I guess, warning for people who don't enjoy, I guess, rolling dice or dice rolling games. Like, just be aware of that. Does that make sense?
I feel like they handled it really well. But that's me personally.
Yeah.
I lost all these, but I lost because I didn't build dwellings. I let you build 6 dwellings and I built 2. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, not good.
That
Not
was
good. If
my
you
fault.
would have gotten up.
I didn't even realize you built some of the dwellings. I don't know what I was doing, but I was not paying attention.
You were talking to everybody at home, okay?
Yeah, I don't know. So I will say that I beat. I mean, our last game I won by like 24 points, and I lost 3 more battles than I won. So I don't feel like it does a bunch.
Jay Peter says, you don't like dice rolling it, you have dice thrown coming. Yes, we do.
She does not like playing dice thrown with me a bunch. I end up playing it with other people.
I don't like playing against Doctor because he rolls really, really well against me.
It happens to everybody.
No, we talked to everybody down at...
I know, it's called dwellings, Christian. I know. So the reason why we got Adventures, though, was specifically so that we're working together against a boss instead of us working against each other all the time.
Even then, though, in, Dice Thrown, you still have all the cards. Like, basically, your entire thing is Yahtzee-like dice rolling, and then you're using your cards to mitigate anything or change things or, like... And that at least makes me feel like I can change things as they're happening, you know? I'm a very highly strategic player, so whenever things don't go exactly as planned, I just, as a person, get frustrated. And that's not because of the game, it's just because of that's the type of game player that I am. So I plan my moves 5 turns in advance, usually, so...
I had this discussion, actually, on Discord, I think it was yesterday. We were talking about the different types of gamers, and one of the things we were talking about is with the strategic gamer, you were mad if anything messes with your plan.
Yes, anything. It could be, if somebody could place a piece in my way and I'd be like,
Or, like, if there's a random, like, weather event or
fire,
anything,
comes up out of my head.
You're very much a person that I think could play those, what they call, like, solitaire games, that are multiplayer solitaire, where you're playing, like, we're playing, but we don't really directly interact with each other. Yeah. And it's like a race just for victory points. You love those types of games. I love those types
of games, yeah.
Where I'm 100%, I don't mind there being some stuff in this one. I never felt like losing a dice battle in this was bad. I
really like that portion a lot.
The only thing I wish that I would have won the two that at times I fought you here, just because I was trying to kick you out so I could build a dwelling there. Right. And since I lost both of those, and I didn't have dwellings anywhere over here because I stupidly placed all the monsters over here, trying to keep them away from me, that made a big difference. So losing those 2 particular battles hurt me. But in general, all the other times I lost battles, I was like, oh, no big deal. It happens.
I think that taking the losing portion of this and making it a positive as opposed to a negative, like, really, really makes this game where you don't have as hard of a feeling, like, after you lose a unit, you know? Like, they go to the underworld, you still got to collect your stuff and everything, you get some swords in return, so, like, it doesn't feel as bad as it could be. Like, if it was the opposite way where you lost that person in the underworld and then you couldn't do anything with them, you don't get any resources, you don't get like, then you could have really hurt feelings. So I think they did an excellent, excellent job with that portion of it. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I think this game is fantastic. Like, even though I get frustrated by the die rolls, there's never a time where I'm like, this game sucks. No, I'm like, dang, this game is so good, but I hate rolling dice in this game. I still think the game is really, really good. Like, it's really, really well put together. I'm super fan of all these mechanics going on in here.
My favorite part of this is this game does something that actually Asking for Troubles does too. Usually when you have to spend a whole turn taking your characters back, your workers back, in order to place them again, it always feels like the most wasted turn. With Asking for Troubles, someone can bump you, and you always feel super great when somebody bumps you. You're like, yeah, somebody bumped me. I don't have to spend a whole turn taking my people back. But this one, with the tableau, so that when you're bringing your workers back, instead of it being like a wasted turn where you're like, it's basically skip my turn, instead, that's your biggest turn. When I was bringing stuff back, I was getting like 3 resources over here, 4 resources from this card. I was getting like building out, I was summoning new people, I was building dwellings. So your recall action ends up being like your biggest turn, and I really enjoy that because that's my least favorite turn in every worker placement is that recall action.
That's very true.
So
I really
100% my favorite part of this is that recall becomes your best turn.
Yeah, I really like all of the really cool stuff that they put in this. This is a fantastic game, everybody. So if you would have placed the tiles closer to you, Doc, you probably would have won them, but putting them close to GloryHoundd, the game just, though, she could have them. Yeah, it definitely. No, that's definitely what changed it, yeah.
When I'm looking at it, I can clearly see what I did wrong.
Yeah.
But at the time,
You thought, oh man, I'm going to mess with her by putting all these ones over here.
Which I've never done before. Every other time we played it, I've always kind of put them like...
We're kind of here and there.
Well, yeah, right? I kind of spread them out where, like, if it was one that I wanted, I'd be like, cool, I'll put it over there because I'll fight that monster to get that tile. And this time I put 3 monsters over by you, I believe, and that just backfired on me. But, you know, like I said, it's my 3rd time playing it. I feel like I've learned a lot from this play. And I'm excited about playing another, another side, right? Because there's still
Christian
a whole other world out there.
Asking for Troubles and Dwellings are both breaking games. We should be sponsoring you. Well,
you know who should be sponsoring me? Are these delicious game trays.
So thank you for everybody who joined us today. If you're new to our channel, make sure to like and subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified whenever we go live, because we love talking to all of you in chat. Thank you so much for showing up today.
It helps us out.
It does. Absolutely. It does help us out too. So then we can show all of you out there more games, you know? What was the other thing? Oh, I was going to mention what's going on. So tomorrow we're going to be playing Cat Quest 2, which is, we've been doing like app games since we haven't been doing our Kickstarter show on Fridays, which Kickstarter show will return next week because we will have Kickstarters to talk about. And Cat Quest 2 is like a little RPG punny-based game. It's very cute, very cute. It's definitely something that I think that a board game-based community would like. And we've kind of been following board game apps and other games that I think board gamers would really, really enjoy because of how they connect, you know? Like, it's like a little action role-playing thing with cats and dogs. It's adorable. Like, it's so much fun. So make sure to stay tuned for that. That is at noon Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. And then next week we will be returning. What do you think we're going to play next week? Maybe Dice Throne Adventures?
Yeah, I guess it really depends on how quickly we can get it to the table this weekend. That might be a thing. We've got a lot of great Kickstarters that have been delivered, like a lot.
Yes.
I mean, I can just like look over here and be like, oh, look, there's Gugong and all kinds of good Kickstarters.
So stay tuned for next week because we're going to do 2 playthroughs. And then we are going to do... Wait, is next week Roxley's game?
I don't know.
I can't say the name of the game yet.
Yeah.
It may be next week, everybody. If it's next week, I'm going to have to go check my calendar and double check. If it's next week, you all have to stay tuned because that's going to be exciting. I love the theme of that game. Okay. All right. So next week, 2 playthroughs. Kickstarter show is going to be back. We love you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will see all of you later.
Bye.
Bye.